So how would you like to wake up and go to the office and sit down in your chair only to find out that you're sitting in a $500,000 Ferrari race car? So today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the career of a Ferrari driving instructor. First, I'm going to start a little bit about with why I think and why some people think it's the most interesting or one of the most interesting jobs. This is just a statement that somebody said, is that if participants can take home with them a safer driving techniques and be better able to handle different road conditions, we have done our job. So it's not like they're just there to teach you how to drive a car faster on a corner or something, but that's one of the things. But I think one of the coolest things about this is just how many people you get to meet, and they're all there for the same purpose, just to learn how to drive fast and safely. So that's one of the cool things. Another one would be, just the cars you get to drive are much faster than anything that is road legal. So safety is a little less, but the adrenaline's a little more. So it's pretty cool. And then my second point would be the salary or wage in general. On average, they say that $120,000 a year is about average for one of these jobs. And another thing on top of that is the benefit of it. You also are going to get every quarter of the year, they have a chance, or every person that is a Ferrari racing instructor gets put into a raffle, and one of them gets to be the lucky winner. And they get to go to this thing called Ferrari Labs, right? So Ferrari Labs is I guess in a sense it's a racetrack over in Italy where Ferrari is stationed, and they have their flagship race cars that are not yet in production that they have out there, and you get the chance to get to drive one of those and put lap times down, which is pretty sick. And then on top of that, there's benefits that most other people wouldn't get. Sometimes when they get a new car in, before you get the beat on it hard, they like to have miles put onto it just to get it broken in. So a lot of people, when you get to the racetrack, a lot of people get the chance to drive one of those home just for a couple days, just to get some miles on it and some carbon built up in that. And then a day in the life of an average race car driver or instructor. So this is all somebody's sort of story of what they have done. So they said they wake up every morning and they get their coffee that tastes like carbon, and they drive to the track, get there, and they open the shop up, to all the race cars. And they have to turn them all on, so you get to hear a little exhaust note every time you turn them on every morning. You get to pull them out and drive each one of them around a couple times around the track just to get them heated up and ready for the rest of the day. And then as soon as you're done with that, there's already a class coming in to start to talk to you and work throughout the day. So you got to, you bring them into a classroom and you inform them of the safety procedures and things that you're going to be going through the day, and where braking and driving lines are, because when you're driving around a racetrack, there's certain lines that you have to take. So so a lot of the time you don't just go straight in and pull around a corner. You got to go around and then come back out and in. So that just makes it a little easier. So they show you guys all about that, and then where to brake, because there's a couple hairpin turns, which is like a straight U-turn. So you want to have a safe time around that and not keep going straight. And then they also bring you out and they give each person their own ride around the track just to show you guys the lines one more time so you're safe. And then you get to sit in the passenger seat of somebody who's probably inexperienced at driving those speeds and safely get them through that track a couple times until they get comfortable with it. And then when the day's over and everybody's off the track and it's just you and other instructors, you get to take a couple more laps to cool them down, but I'm almost assuring you that every one of them probably takes them around that track pretty quick a couple times before then. And then you park them for the night and you shut the shop up and you go home. So, that sounds like a pretty fun day to me. But in conclusion, I think that this is probably one of the most interesting jobs around. It sounds like a lot of fun, and like they'd have a lot of hard work that seems like a lot of fun to me. You get good pay while doing it, $120,000 a year, and the benefit of maybe getting the chance to go to Ferrari Lab, which sounds pretty cool. And the day in the life is pretty awesome. Thank you. Nobody.
How long have you been interested in Ferraris?
I mean, like, I've been working on cars since I was like 8, so probably ever since then. Anybody else?
How do you get the job? Like, do you have to go to school for it, or?
So like a lot of the people have prior knowledge, like being a NASCAR driver for a couple of years, or maybe like a rally car driver for a couple of years. But there's some people who just, like, for a while, Ferrari wasn't doing this, but there's been other companies, like Audi did this thing where there's like a race car game you can buy on an Xbox or PS4 or something, and they had like a simulation game where you had to race in there, and whoever won that got the chance to get a job at one of these kind of places. So like sometimes it can be like, oh, you just have the chance of a lifetime, and other times it's like, I'm a legend in this. So it depends really. Anything else?
You got a backup plan if the Ferrari driver thing doesn't work out?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. This is just like a hobby.
Well, that's a bad question. I asked a closed-ended question. What's your backup plan in case Ferrari doesn't work out?
Probably like engine fabrication.
So still in the automotive
Probably,
field.
yeah.
All
It's
right.
just what works.
Sure.
Thank you.